Joe Clem 15 coming back at you. Here to talk about, as you can see by the title, the 92 Dream Team in comparison to the current Olympic USA basketball team. Most people have concluded that the USA 2012 team is inferior to the 92 Dream Team, uh, given that the USA has struggled with international opponents during the Olympics, uh, whereas the 92 Dream Team seemed to face no adversity whatsoever. Um, as far as who's a better team, I guess I'll go with the Dream Team. But, if the question is, or the argument started with LeBron saying, or was it Kobe? Can't remember, we would beat the Dream Team, I think the 2012 team definitely would beat the Dream Team. Um, and really, I don't think the 92 Dream Team was all that much better if they were. Uh, I wish people would take into consideration that international basketball has tremendously grown since for the past 20 years. Yeah, for the past 20 years, international basketball is not the same. The rest of the world is catching up to us. Um, the only international players during that time in the NBA or going into the NBA that I could think of that they actually came across in the Olympics, the 92 Dream Team. Tony Kukoc, I believe, um, played for Croatia. Um, Sabonis played for Louisiana. I can't think of it. What's the Louisiana? What is it? Damn it. Lithuania. My bad. Can't believe it. Couldn't pronounce Lithuania. Anyway, by the way, that may be a little small country, but they're going to be a good produce some good NBA players in the near future. They have basketball schools there, from elementary school to middle school to high school. Yeah, see, y'all don't know about this. That's that Lean on Me ringtone. Um, anyway, like I was saying, comparing the international talent from now to back then, there is no competition. It seems like throughout this tournament, I've seen numerous players within the NBA, whether it be Brazil with Barbosa and Nene, or you have Argentina, which has Ginobili and Scola, and what's the other dude's name? I can't remember. There's another person there too. Um, Spain got Marcusol, Paul Gasol, Ibaka, Rudy Fernandez, Prince De Leon. I mean, really? Um, even Russia has Timothy Mozgov, Lithuania. I can't say Lithuania. Why can't I say Lithuania? I want to say Louisiana hot sauce for some reason. They have Lennox Kleza. Every single team seems to have at least one international player on it, if not more. And some of them are even all-stars within the NBA. You didn't have that 20 years ago. Um, I definitely don't think that the Dream Team would be blowing out Argentina or France via Tony Parker. And was it Dion? Is Dion on that team? Can't remember who else is French. Those black French people. Um, I don't think they'd be blowing them out by 50 points. Um, I think those games would be far more competitive. And in regards to the Dream Team being better than the current team, it's a very subjective argument. It's really hard to say. I think that if you're going to do an Olympic style matchup, you have to keep in mind that it's one game, and on any given night, you know, anything can happen when you're talking about that kind of a talent. Let's not forget what happened when Villanova upset Georgetown. Villanova shot like 70 something% for the game, which wouldn't happen during the course of a series. So when you're having this argument with your friends, you should probably discuss whether it's a series or if it's a single game. Because if the USA 2012 team comes out cold, they're probably going to lose because they rely heavily on jump shots. If they come out mildly hot, they're probably going to win because every single player on this team can stroke. The only person who doesn't have a jumper is Tyson Chandler, uh, who has been specifically assigned for defensive purposes. But as far as everybody else on that team, wet. Um, I will say that the one thing I do not like about this team, this current team, and I think they had the same problem in '04, was that the center, our center, we don't have a big man, we don't have an interior, we don't have a lower post game. That's why we have to rely so much on outside shooting. The Dream Team had, Robinson, Malone, um, you know, people like that. The Admiral was sick. They had people like Barkley in the low post that could bang you. They'd have the edge in rebounding. They'd have the edge in the low post game. They have a more complete team and more seasoned veterans, um, than this current team. But this team is really athletic and very talented, and because of their outstanding and phenomenal shooting, they really could be anybody, even the Dream Team. You know, you gotta pray to God that they're not gonna be hot or warm, because if so, you're gonna have a lot of trouble. They can score, you know, numerous points in a very short period of time, especially with that shortened 3-point line. I'd also like to add that um, maybe the Dream Team really hasn't been made, or should have been made uh, 8 years ago. And what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? In 2004, we put together a very, very raw team, very young team, basically because we said that year, like, hey, we're black, we're the most athletic, we always win, we don't have to put the best players out there. I'll give you a list of the players that did not participate in the 2004 Olympics for USA Basketball, and you tell me this wouldn't have been a squad. Um, Jason Kidd was out, Kobe Bryant was out, and we're talking about a prime Kobe Bryant. Kevin Garnett out, Tracy McGrady was out, Paul Pierce was out, Ray Allen was out. Um, you know, I would have loved Grant Hill didn't play, and of course Prime Shaq didn't play. I don't know if I already said him, but that's probably like the most important piece. Um, I mean, that's just ridiculous. That squad right there. If you're talking about Jason Kidd, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, Shaquille O'Neal, then you got people like Ray Allen coming off the bench, or T-Mac coming off the bench. You know, obviously Carmelo and LeBron are great players, but they were far too young, along with Amari, along with D Wade, who attended that '04 Olympic team. So, my question to you guys would be how good would that team potentially be in comparison to the '92 Dream Team? Because I think that team would have been pretty hot. Tim Duncan coming off the bench, because Tim Duncan played center in the Olympics in '04. I mean, he's probably a better center than most of the people in the tournament in the world. But still, he's a power forward at heart. Um, you know. Another thing, I really wish with this current 2012 team, it's still incomplete because the best players in the USA aren't playing. Um, I like Kevin Love, but I don't think he should be on the team. I like Chandler, but I don't think he should be on the team. I really think that there would be a certain aura of completeness and true, a real true hard debate about this current team and '92 Dream Team if they had Dwight Howard and Bynum coming off the bench. You know, I think Kevin Love is probably a better rebounder than Bynum statistically, but defensively, if we have Dwight and Bynum, we have an interior, we have a low post game, and we're not, it would make this team that much better with those two players coming from the USA. So, if there's one thing I can say about the '92 Dream Team that I can't say about any other team since then, is that they had the best players available. They assigned the best players that the USA had to offer. And until we do that again, we may not ever see a team like the Dream Team. So that's all I pretty much got to say about that. 15 out.